Welcome back to the Chaotica. This is me, your host, Gossinger. I am currently on the horse roads in on the Novelin server. Novelin is bound within borders. There's You can get to pretty much everywhere if you hike long enough. Everybody's close by. One of the quickest ways is through the Nether, and the Nether cuts your distance by 8. And because of that, I have built horse roads on what is this? Let's see. Y32, I have built roads that you can ride horses on. I have a big old horse farm, a horse barn. It's not really a farm, it's a barn. I've built a horse barn. And I will make these roads through the nether to ride horses on. So if you get down to Y32 and you have a horse, you can go to pretty much to anybody's base because everybody has portals to the nether here. So you can visit anybody. I'm actually way far out. 2,000 by 5,000. So I think I'm outside of the range of the terrestrial borders. I make my horse roads 2 by 2, but the power pick will mine 3 by 3. I'll make the horse roads 2 by 3 actually. I'll correct myself when I am capable of correcting myself. But for the Chaotica, why didn't that? Oh, there's a little lag there. Oh, nope. Okay, that's done for me. So for the Chaotica, let's home B. Back to the Chaotica, home safe. The Chaotica I build mostly with what I have. I don't go buy, I try not to buy any items. I try to harvest everything. As you can see, this is all deep slate. And that is because most of the Chaotica is in the underground here, and I've mined a ton of deep slate. It is a common material for me to use, as is tuff, as you can see these buildings, as is whatever the red stuff is. There's more tuff. You can see I build with what I have. Sandstone, I'm underneath the desert here, so I'll make sandstone down low, and use tuff here. I use what I get. So I go to the nether quite often just to add spice to the cubes. I go to the nether, get me a whole bunch of materials, I will build with them. I am in a mace, I'm pretty sure that is whatever it is, clay, not clay, terracotta, green terracotta. So I have a cactus. Let's go see the cactus farm. I haven't been there in a while. It's probably full. This is all be mined, and all that stone will be smelted. All that stuff will be used, and this will all be cubes. It will all be converted to cubes, every bit of it. So that's my future project, is I want all this cleaned out and turned into cubes. Cubes forever. Chaotica forever. Somehow why is there a boat here? See, this is not stuff I do. People come in here, get lost. People die in here sometimes. Not as much anymore because I've got flight runes. Thank you again, Squiddy, for building those for money. And I do need to buy more flight runes. I want flight runes over the D because I plan on cubing out that way, but I want flight runes. Look at this. Somebody that's got to be Purse. Purse did that. Okay, so the witch hat is the iron golem farm. There's cactus right there. I remember things in relation to other things. These are the auto farms are one of my first builds, so they're near the core of the Chaotica. Let's go see what we got here. So one side makes cactuses. Ooh. The other side makes bone meal. Bone meal only happens once the cactuses fill up. Then this will backfill here and go down here, convert it into bone meal. Okay, so there's that. Let's fly back to the auto sorter B. This is one of the original areas. This is Dial Goss. Welcome to the Chaotica. This is one of the first. So this was actually before I had an auto sorter, before I had an auto smelter. This was my first auto smelter. I made this room for the lava. For the lava. And yeah, I forgot this was here. What did I say here? The forge. So this was my first portal on the server. And this was my first hole into the mine. So this used to go all the way down. This ladder here. Now it became Goth Shop. So Goth Shop's under here. I can tell by the color. So how do I get to Goth Shop? I've shown you guys Goth Shop before. So if that's Goth Shop, that means my reed farm. Oh, somebody left the door open. I don't leave doors open. Let's see if this is full. Nope. It is not a very efficient reed farm. As you can see, these things are little detectors that cause the things to pop. Once it grows up, the detector goes off and it pops the row. And then they go down here, and this little thing moving. Sometimes you gotta check, make sure nobody's been in here and stopped it. So that thing will pick up the reed and deposit it in this chest. That's how a reed farm works. And this is just a room. It's a pretty color room. I love purple and red. As you all can tell from the Chaotica logo, I like purple and red. So let's see. Why didn't it shut? Maybe it was me. I need to quit blaming folks. Lag. Okay, maybe it was just lag. We'll blame lag and not other people. Best bet, whenever you think somebody did something, just make sure that it wasn't caused by you and you just forgot. Sometimes forgetfulness happens to people. Yeah, I need to dig all this out. Look. So in the Chaotica, you will find areas like this. I like color. And what I've discovered is whenever I'm digging out stuff, I get a lot of sand from the desert above and a lot of gravel from down here. I mix that stuff with, so the cactus I have right now, mix it with the bone meal I get, mix it with this sand and gravel, boom, you get lime green concrete. And I will use that to fill ponds. So this used to all be water. And whenever you're digging, water's a pain in the butt. And so I fill it up, and now I have color to add spice into boxes. And somebody came through here with frog lights. That's not me. Maybe it was. Who knows? I might have ran out of candles. Usually down here I throw candles down. Look at all this color I get to mine up. I usually don't mine it if I'm mining other things because I don't want to drop it. I don't like sorting my inventory. Look at all this. So this used to be a giant little sea under here, and I've filled it with concrete. Okay, we're almost back, and we're going to drop off all these cactuses to cook. Let's see if I can find my way in. See, whenever you're digging, you get piles of this. It falls. That's future cubes up there. Oh, this looks familiar. We did this one the other day. Yep, we did this that way and that way. So I'm going to go in right here into the new auto sorter, and I'm going to cook these cactuses into some dye. And let's go dump them in here. Ooh, we are laggy today. Who knows why? Could be me. Could be because I'm uploading a video, which is probably the case. And then you take your lava. Get the lava. Get that lava. And then you dump that in here. Boop. And then you forget about it. And what's burning over here? Rock. Look at all that. Making glass and rock over here. And this makes my copper. Let's see if it's got coal. Oh yeah, loaded up with coal. That one's not. And back to the beginning. Alright. Well, thank you for joining me on the Chaotica.